Today we're covering an SEO strategy called Goose Egg SEO, and particularly how to apply it for YouTube algorithm ranking. So, what is Goose Egg SEO? Goose Egg SEO is a strategy where we apply quick, easy SEO updates to non-optimized pages that have zero traffic. The goal is to turn as many of those pages as we can from zero traffic to some traffic, all in a very short amount of time. Taking several pages from zero to something has a non-linear impact. So that means that because these pages are not optimized, they tend to get a lot out of a very small amount or a quick update, and as well as the benefits that you get from those updates are not necessarily direct. So a few extra clicks on a video that has zero traffic is worth more than those few extra clicks, because now that video and the channel has activity, links that are in that video description that go to our product homepage have more value, and links that they have to other videos in your channel have more value. So we do this for the website often, but YouTube is actually an even better use case because it's even faster and less steps required to make big ranking impacts. So where do you put keywords in YouTube? So first of all, the video title. Video title is the number one most impactful spot, same as with your web pages. Your video script. So from our end here, we can't change what's already been uploaded, but YouTube does automatically transcribe any and all videos uploaded to it, so it does know what you're talking about in the video, and it is a lot easier to rank for things that you are covering. So your video description is where we're going to get a whole lot of keywords in there. So that's just picture that like the web page or a blog article for the video. You can take content from our website and modify it slightly. So that's not an exact match, but drag and drop essentially product descriptions, how-tos, and FAQs in those descriptions. And make sure you include a link, at least one link to our website in each description. And the last place being tags. So tag your videos up. Those are quick, easy, and even though YouTube says it doesn't matter, it does. Because Google also tells us that keywords in your content don't matter either, but it's because they don't like SEO and they don't want you to do it. But they do make a difference, and most folks don't even do this part, so that's a quick, easy win for you. Now, what tools are you going to use to find these keywords? Some of these will be a rehash, some of these might be new for you, but number one will probably be Keyword Planner, especially if it's new terms. And let's check out what that looks like. So in Keyword Planner, you'll go to Discover New Keywords. And for today's example, we're going to look at Advanced Call Routing video. So starting with that, let's do Advanced Call Routing, get results, and you see it only gave us volume for the Advanced Call Routing term that we typed in there. So this is too specific. If we go a little bit more broad, drop the advanced, so it's just call routing. Then now we have, I believe, 165 keyword variations to choose from. And the goal, and what you want to do is just go through these and start picking ones that make sense and also have high traffic for what you're going for. So in this case, we're talking about advanced call routing, which means that call routing on its own will be automatic. And within the advanced call routing, Adavoxy, that is another name for skills-based routing for us. So that'll definitely be covered. And then you start looking for variations. So we can use the word service at some point. We can use intelligent. We can use system and automated. And yeah, just continue finding ones that you want to play with, and then you'll work on a short description that includes them all. Let me make sure. Yeah. So I did already go ahead and do this before the video. So here's what my other tab looked like, where I went ahead and I added a check mark to all of the variations that I was able to include somewhere in a description somewhere, just to keep track of all the neat variations. So if you see how many checks there are, there's dozens in this example, which is super overkill for the example, but we're doing it today just to give you lots of variety of tips and tricks to pull from. And here you'll see that this video, originally having no description in it, meant that if these variations were not included in the script itself, or if it was included in the script and YouTube didn't pick up that word correctly in the transcript, then it doesn't know to rank your video for these terms, unless you tag it, which YouTube tells you not to do as well. But in this case, now that we've included all of these somewhere in the video description, as well as many of them have been included as tags too, we are infinitely more likely to rank for most of these variations than we were before. Now, this tool alone for this example is very powerful. Your other tools you have will be your Search Console tool. This is, in my opinion, more useful than Keyword Planner even, as long as you have content related to that topic already on your website, which in this case we do. But oftentimes if it's a brand new topic, or let's say you're making a video on something like CPAS or UCAS where we don't have a lot of pages on that yet on the Voxy, then you're not going to find a lot of keywords in here. So Keyword Planner will be your best bet. And then finally there is the Keyword Explorer plugin that we have covered a few times before, but just type something in with Google, or type something in Google search while it's activated, and they will show you a whole list of metrics and search volumes associated with that search, as well as the related searches that appear on the side of Google. So the process for this specific strategy. So we have a huge number of YouTube videos that are currently unlisted, which is just best case scenario for an example like this. So we get to switch videos from unlisted to public, so they'll actually be able to be discovered and searched now. And when we do that, we'll go ahead and do these quick optimizations with it. And since the majority of our channel is actually unlisted right now, this should be a very quick shot in the arm for our channel if we are listing a few of these a day, or at the most. So YouTube actually does reward you for gradual, consistent content production versus a mass upload at once. So I recommend updating. You can update these actually more, you can update several of these a day, but you can actually set a custom record date on the YouTube settings. I would recommend setting different dates for every other video. So 2 videos in the same day is fine. On the third video is where we usually see drop-offs in YouTube pushing that video or recommending it to folks. So the process, you select the video you want to switch to public, you'll compile keywords relevant for the video, you'll update the video description with as many or few keywords as you like. For this tip, you're going to weave those keywords into sentences in the description. You're going to avoid giant blocks of text that are more than 4 or 5 lines long. And remember that YouTube doesn't allow bulleted list, which is an SEO power tool for us on our website, but they do allow emojis. So in the example we show you, I'm going to show you my workaround there, where I just use the check mark emojis to get a actually really nice looking bulleted list in YouTube, and that's also really easy to stuff a lot of keywords with that. And finally, you'll update the title with just 2 to 3 keyword variations, separated by a delimiter usually. Take care to keep the title presentable and something that you're confident in presenting and justifying to any stakeholder in the company. All right, so let's dive into this example. So you see here I have our analytics pulled up for the Voxy Advanced Routing video. It has gotten 3 views in the last 28 days. That is because it is unlisted. It can't be discovered in search. You see some basic, traffic and video analytics details here, but nothing statistically usable with 3 visits. But this is where we are going to see search data when we have it. So this is your other place in the future for YouTube keywords and search volumes is you can actually use, YouTube has a built-in search console essentially for itself, the way we have for Google search. But in this case, none of these videos have a lot of traffic yet. But in this case, so we have, you see the title, it is Avoxy Advanced Routing is the title. There was no description and there was no tags beforehand. And after doing some keyword research, we came to something like this. So we're going to cover keyword variations after going through. If you look on the right side of the screen here, you'll see a whole lot of the variations I recorded earlier. We have the seed keyword of call routing. And then after going through Google Search Planner and our Search Console, I pulled these variations that would be worthwhile to include at some point, and those being call routing solutions, service, platform, technology, advanced or intelligent, VoIP, cloud, cloud-based, virtual, call or contact center, business, office, skills-based, time of day, round robin, IVR, automatic, inbound, outbound, voicemail. That's a lot of variations to include on a 2-minute video, which again, we're going to overdo this time just to see what we can make happen, and as an experiment example. But these are all worthwhile topics. There's triple that easily that we could do if we really wanted to. But just making sure you include these variations somewhere in these hot zones is just going to make you massively more likely to rank for not only those, but also other similar terms according to Google. Now, in the this video, so let's look at some of these updates. We switched Avoxy Advanced Routing to Advanced Call Routing Software dash, that's your delimiter. So a second title being Easy, Intelligent, Skills-Based Call Routing System for Business. Let's add and call centers. Oh, no more room there. So here's a good example. Easy, intelligent, well, we got another skills-based routing video dedicated, so let's drop that. Go easy, intelligent, call routing system for business, and call centers. So that right there, advanced call routing software. So in that one line, that's 2 target keyword variations. Then next we have intelligent call routing is used. Call routing system is a keyword we found. Business and call centers are both keywords that we found too. So it's a very keyword dense title. And then in the description, you find a few lines here and there where I actually just lifted these first 2 from product pages on Avoxy. So if you went to avoxy.com/skills-based routing, which I should not do on this tab, I should do over here. You'll see advanced routing from Avoxy offers a suite of intelligent routing options. That's just right for the subheader. Our very first line here, you'll see sounds very similar, then I just modified it to be a little more keyword dense and use a few less adverbs and adjectives. So advanced call routing provides a suite of intelligent call forwarding rules for directing callers to the right agent at the right time. You'll see, and then as you go through this, you'll see I just changed some keywords throughout the next sentence. And the same thing here. On the next line, I'll scroll down the page, and I just cherry picked a few lines of copy here and there that I thought were really good. I think Billy wrote this page, and he has a handful of lines I liked a lot. So just pulling those out, tweaking them slightly to be unique on their own, and also include the keywords. And then you'll see at the end of this one here, on the second line, I included learn more about advanced call routing here, :space, and then our link to our main page for that product. Right below that, also covered, here is that bullet list I was talking about earlier, and you'll see bullet points for best call routing software and systems, automated call distribution and IVR routing, skills-based call routing, international call routing, round robin call routing, etc. So all those variations get mentioned there. And then on a notepad, I was playing with a couple more variations. Let's toss in just one or two more. Oops, sorry, lost that. So see an example. You'll see here I was playing with setting up cloud call routing for call centers and offices is simple. Within a few clicks, you can sign up online. Yeah, let's put that in between these two bullets. And we have one more call out here. Let's put that under these bullets. And one more link to Avoxy. Learn more about integrating advanced call routing with your existing systems. And let's put a nice link to direct routing page there that we're trying to boost. So that counts as a backlink to that page. Boom. So description, very filled out. It's a lot of words again for a 2-minute video. So do not feel like you have to do nearly this much for a similar video. This is just to give you an example that has several different types of keyword stuffing tricks that you can pull from. So with that said, we have our new title. We have our nice long description that includes links and tons of keywords. We have set to public now. Later on, we can come back and fill in a few more of these areas. So adding your videos to relevant playlists within your channel will help it get more views. And there was down here. So in order to get the tags, you're going to have to actually hit the show more button here. And you separate them with commas. And another really great way to use tags is if you see any common typos for your keywords. So people commonly misspell something. Let's say call with one L, or what's the come on? Call forwarding. People forget the R. They drop the R a lot before that W. Those kind of typos, actually, you can actually drive a lot of extra traffic by ranking better for your typos too, which again, almost nobody does. So yes, got a category set, and let's just hit save. Boom. So that has been saved. This video, let's see if our updates are reflected. Good, there we are. So you see our description appears here now with links to our website. Those bullets don't look bad. My video's in dark mode, so maybe green bullets in the future. But this should look great on the usual YouTube background. And one more link to our direct routing page here. So that should provide a very strong boost. These videos get indexed very quickly by Google since it's a Google property. So they should be discovered very fast, but in order to boost them even further and faster, I recommend you sign out of the Avoxy account or sign into your own personal YouTube account on a different browser. Log in, open up the video and watch it. Click that like button. Share it to somebody, ask some folks on the team and other departments maybe to watch it and hit like, and just give it an initial traffic boost so that YouTube knows that there is something going on there and that there's it's worth watching for at least for the handful of traffic that we've already given it. Let's make sure we covered all the essentials. So here, so what are our changes summaries? We have title updated, description added, 12 keyword tags added, and links added to our skills-based routing page and our team's direct routing pages too. And that is example 1 of Goose Egg YouTube SEO. We will have a few variations of these videos up soon, but please send me any questions you have, particularly on YouTube in general, and I will address those in the next round of these. Thanks for tuning in.